Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. In today's episode, I'm just going to go off. I'm going to waste your time. Let me just go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm sure a good amount of you know exactly how I feel about Ben Simmons. But for those of you maybe who are newer to the channel and may not have seen some of our previous videos where we talked about Ben Simmons, I'm going to quickly reiterate exactly how I feel about this guy. I have always said that Ben Simmons is one of the laziest NBA players I have ever seen. Whenever I say that, some people kind of get up in arms like, did you just call this guy lazy? I said yes. I haven't seen a player with that much raw talent that has done absolutely nothing to improve his basketball game. And all he does is sit back and point fingers at other people. And I said, what you're seeing with Ben Simmons is what happens when you have older men babying young guys. This is what you get. Whenever you baby young guys, you get a bunch of guys that are very sensitive. They have no accountability whatsoever. And their whole thing is about pointing fingers at somebody else. If you look at that situation that transpired with the Philadelphia 76ers, since the dust settled, Ben Simmons has made it everyone else's fault except his. I said at the time then, and I'm going to say it now, I think he has some lousy representation because I think to this point, Ben Simmons has done more to harm his public image than he has done good for himself. These are some of the things that I said. I have a lot of strong opinions from people. How can you say that? How can you be a lazy player when you made it all defense? So that's all you got to do? Just go in there and make all defense, not improve your basketball game whatsoever, not try to get better every single year. Instead, all you guys are going to do is sit back and make excuses for this guy. To me, listen, I think Ben Simmons is a waste of everybody's time, if we're being honest. Now, just recently, I believe it was 2 days ago or so, Adrian Wojnarowski came out and said that Ben Simmons is slated to make his return on Game 4. They were flirting with the idea of him being a possibility coming back in Game 3 or Game 4, but then they said he will be returning on Game 4, which is Monday, which is today, and obviously this depends on when you're seeing this video. So those were the reports. Then after the Nets lost Game 3, we just got some other reports on Sunday, basically saying, get this, that Ben Simmons will no longer be available for Game 4, which is today on Monday. And when this news came out, Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal went to town on Ben Simmons. So for those of you who missed some of the things that Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Stephen A. Smith had to say, we're going to play them right now. So we're going to start off with Stephen A. Smith, and we're going to move to Shaq and Charles Barkley. Take a listen to some of the things that they had to say here, and we're going to come back and react to that. Take a listen to that there.
There were so many issues in the Hawks series when he was missing layups and he wasn't able to really, respond. And so mentally, Greeny, I almost feel bad for the guy. I'm being serious. I feel bad for him because not playing in Philly and then not being able to play at all with the Nets, man, there's some real issues happening.
Jalen's different than me. I feel bad for anybody who was his teammate. He quit on LSU. He quit on the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he ain't showing up for the Brooklyn Nets. We can point to all the excuses, all the rationale behind it that we want to. I do recall, despite him not playing, he still filed a grievance to collect $20 million that he has not earned. This is one of the most pathetic situations that I've ever seen in my life. He ain't going to war. He ain't going in the octagon. He's not going in a boxing ring. It's pulling teeth to get this man to play basketball. It's pathetic. It's sad. And at the end of the day, when the NBA gets in the collective bargaining table and they go after the players in terms of a pay-for-play stipulation in the collective bargaining agreement, it's going to be called the Ben Simmons rule.
Let's talk about this Ben Simmons thing. It was thought he would play in Game 4. Reggie tweeted out that, come on, man, out for Game 4 when it was rumored you were going to make your debut. This dude has zero competitive fire. As small a chance as the Nets have to come back in this series, you still have KD and Kyrie. All you need is to win one game and take it from there.
Reggie is absolutely correct. In the hood, we call this a punk move. You know, when things are going good, yeah, I'm going to play in Game 4. Chuck said it. If you could have played on Saturday, you could have played on Monday. Now that they lost, my back hurt. Well, if your back hurt, get some icy hot, I'll send it to you. We call this a punk move. Listen, if you're not ready to play, you would get more respect from the people if you just say, I'm not ready to play, and don't say nothing else. Don't be shooting and saying, I'm coming back, I'm going to do this. That was a punk move. Reggie is absolutely right. If you're not going to play, don't say you're going to play. I think you should play. You know,
let me say this. First of all, I knew.
Hold on.
Okay, so go ahead.
I think you should step up to the challenge and try to help your team win. But nope, he went, the punk move right. Oh, I'm not going to play, my back hurt, but we all know what that is. Ballers know what that is. You know, everybody else could be, oh, he's not ready, but us, guys that live this life, we know exactly what you're doing, buddy.
So
you know, I know.
First of all, I knew he wasn't going to play after they lost Saturday. He was not going to play. First of all, there's no need. We already said it'd be crazy to put him back in this environment. So I didn't think he should have played anyway. But if he wasn't going to play Saturday when they were down 2-0, there's no need to bring him back when they're down 3-0. So I personally think he should have tried to play because in game 3. Because Saturday to Monday, you should, that's only a little small window. But if you go back and look at that Toronto game we had Saturday, that boy who won Rookie of the Year,
Scotty Barnes,
he was out there on one leg.
Playing.
He didn't try to do anything. He just I got to try to help my team. I don't even know if he scored.
I think he had 6 points, but he had 11 rebounds.
Yeah, but he was just trying.
Yeah.
And when your team is down 2-0, you got to try to play.
Now, I want to quickly say something about Shaq. I have a feeling that Shaq may have seen one of our videos. I've always said what I like about Shaq is that he's a no-nonsense guy. He's all about taking accountability. I just recently listened to him on the Pivot podcast, and he was on there talking to those guys who did a fantastic job, Ryan Clark and these guys. And Shaq was owning up to his shortcomings. He was. And that's what I like about him. He's a no-nonsense type of guy, no excuses type of guy, and I like that about him. Initially, when the story came out with Ben Simmons that they had a fallout with the Philadelphia 76ers, Shaq was one of the people that was very honest about Ben Simmons, and he was calling it like it is. He was like, bro, you ain't that good. You making all of this noise. You're not really that good. You're not. And I like the fact that he was being honest. I think as time went on, maybe PC culture came into it, and Shaq kind of backed off. He said he spoke to Ben Simmons, and he's like, as a former LSU, whatever it is, that you shouldn't be, and then Shaq kind of backed. And I didn't like that because I think Shaq was on the money from the start. But if you listen to him in that soundbite, he went back to his original stance, which is where he should have been all along, because you didn't say anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong. You said the truth, and he said it again, and I think he should stick to his position. There's no need to baby this guy. There's no need for it. Ben Simmons is wasting everyone's time. This guy has zero accountability and zero self-awareness. We said it in the live. How can you be in a situation where your team needs you? They're desperate in the playoffs, and you're in the sideline dressing up like as if you're going to a Paris Fashion Week. Have some better sense awareness, a sense of self-awareness, man. We get it. You're going to be on TV. You want to look good. But this ain't the time for that. It's not about looking good. It's not about being out there peacocking. It's about being available. Put on some sweatpants or something. Put on some regular clothes. Stop dressing up so the cameras will be on you, bro. It ain't about that. Nobody cares about you posting pictures about your Ferrari. I said only Chatty Patties, to give Damon Dash his credit. Chatty Patty, for those of you who don't know, Damon Dash basically describes a Chatty Patty as a dude that sits down and worries about what other dudes have and they're doing, how much money that they're making. That is a Chatty Patty. I said the only people that give a damn about what Ben Simmons has or what he's wearing are girls and Chatty Patty. Nobody cares what you have, bro. No one cares if you're driving a McLaren or you're ordering a Porsche. No one cares. No real men care about what other men are doing. Nobody cares. No men are sitting back watching that like, oh man, do you see what dude? Nobody cares. No one cares. Men are too focused thinking about their families, thinking about their own money. We don't have time sitting up here thinking about what this dude just got, what he just bought. We don't care about that. We don't care. I'm just telling you for free. So that's what he's been doing. But let's go back and look at his numbers. I want to quickly touch on this because I want to hammer this idea home, and I'm not going to hold back on it. Let me give you guys Ben Simmons' development over his 4-year career. He's been in the NBA in 4 years. First season, he was averaging 15.8 points, 16 points basically, shooting 54% from the field, 56% from the free throw line, getting you 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Next season, he bumped that up to 17 points per game. Field goal shooting went up. Then he averaged 60% from the free throw line. Rebounds went up. Assists were virtually the same. Then the following season, in 2019-2020 season, he started regressing. He averaged less points. His field goal shooting percent did improve a little bit. His his free throw shooting remained the same. His rebounding pretty much went down by a rebound. Assists pretty much remained the same. Then the season before that, when he played 58 games for the Philadelphia 76ers, averaged 14-point shot, 55% 37.7% from the field, 30% from the three. The first 2 seasons of his career, he shot 0% from the three, 61. This guy has been stagnant. Ben Simmons has not been improving. He has plateaued. But if you look at the trajectory of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was first season in the NBA, he was averaging 6.8 points per game. Go look at him now. Giannis, Pascal Siakam, Paul George, these are guys that have been improving. Ben Simmons is wasting everybody's time. But I'm not going to stop there. Let's get into his stats in the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks, where all of this really started. Right? This is where he totally wet the bed. Let me give you guys the stats in that series. Ben Simmons, who's out here crying up a storm, crying a river. And that's why Shaq said, you ain't that good, bro, to be making all this noise. Ben Simmons in 6 games average, get this, 9.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 8.6 assists, 0.9 blocks. He shot 60% from the field. He was attempting 6.4 shots per game. 6.4 field goal attempts is what this guy was getting. He shot 0% from the from the 3-point line. He shot 33% from the free throw line. In game 5, game 6, he finished with a grand total of 5 points. Game 6, a grand total of 6 points. Games 3, what is it? Game 4, 8 points. Game 2, 4 points. And this is the dude that some of you dudes out here babying. Is Ben Simmons worth all of this? Then you missed the entire season, and now Stephen A. Smith is calling you out for filing a grievance against the league for getting your money back. But you didn't do anything. You didn't earn it. This is highway robbery. This only happens in sports, I believe. Maybe some other industry, maybe Wall Street, I don't know. Who gets to collect $20 million for doing absolutely nothing? Who gets to do that? And this is what this guy's doing. And then you got some guys out here that will defend this. There are guys that will defend this. We don't need no more of this in society, I'm telling you. We don't. It makes no sense. He's wasting everyone's time. Who here, honestly, who is surprised by the news that Ben Simmons is not going to play in game? Who honestly is surprised? I'm not. Number one. Number two, I don't care, even if he played. I don't care. This is why I call the Nets a walking disaster. What championship team would want this dude on their team? What championship team? A guy that is running from the moment. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I think Shaq, Stephen A. Smith, and these guys were 100% right. I'm going to say it again. Ben Simmons is one of the laziest basketball players that has come through the NBA in a long time. That's what I'm saying. He's all about looking good, looking the part, but not actually being the part. We got too much of this going on today. Too many dudes that are concerned with peacocking. He doesn't care about basketball. It's just a way for him to make some damn money. That's all it is. You hear it all the time. Older rappers complaining, bro, we get it. You want to make some money. You want to be going to be in a hip hop. You want to make money. We get it. But at least take the craft seriously. I get that you want to make money. How about you put some effort into actually writing something, a rhyme that actually makes sense? Not some bunch of gibberish and nonsense. That's all. Nobody's saying you shouldn't make your money. They're saying at least have some self-respect for yourself to take your craft seriously. This guy doesn't take basketball seriously at all. At all. I think these guys should go harder because you got to call this type of stuff out. It is nonsense and it's inexcusable. These are my thoughts and opinions. Some people say it's a little bit too harsh. That is your bloody business. I think real men, guys that are concerned with accountability, I'm going to tell it like it is. If some of you guys that are serious about this, if this is your son, you're going to call him on it. Like, bro, what are you doing? Get out there and play. Get out there and play. Get out there and play. If you're not willing to play this season, forfeit your entire salary. Forfeit it. Because you decided not to go play in Philadelphia. No one forced you. You did. So if you decided that you want to go to play in Philly, then forfeit your salary. You don't get to forfeit going to work and ask for your money at the end of the day. That's stealing. And if it's me, I'm not paying you. If I have an employee like this, we sign a contract and you just decide because I'm not paying you. And you heard what Stephen A. Smith said about the Knicks. They're going to call it the Ben Simmons rule. Then I want to know about all of those dudes that are talking about, oh, black man, get your money, but too stupid to realize that when they support this type of foolishness, they're actually taking money out of young black athletes that are coming up that are actually deserving of it because they're willing to put in the work. But they're going to make excuses for this dude. It is total nonsense. Total nonsense. Shaq, if any of you guys ever see this video, don't relent. You guys have some of the biggest voices in the sport. Keep saying the bloody truth because a lot of us agree with you. You don't have to be politically correct about this. It's nonsense. Total BS. These are my thoughts and opinions. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I meant everything I said. This guy is a waste of everybody's time.